My cherished child, lean in close. Let the stillness gather around you, for the symphony of eternity plays continuously, and its melody resonates within the very core of your soul. Those whispers you perceive, carried not merely on the wind but echoing in the sacred chambers of your heart, are my voice, the voice of infinite love, calling you home to yourself, home to me. The stirring you feel deep within, that gentle yet persistent sense of something more. The quiet unease that sometimes settles like a fine mist upon your spirit, recognize it, beloved, not as a fleeting whim or a sign of discontent, but as a holy summons. It is a divine, loving invitation to awaken fully from the slumber of the ordinary, to shake off the trance of limitation, and to step consciously, courageously, into the radiant, life-altering light of your true, magnificent purpose. Do you sense it now, my precious one? Feel beneath the surface noise, perceive beyond the obvious, the subtle, yet undeniable shift occurring in the very energy field of existence, in the collective heart of humanity. The world you navigate each day, with its ceaseless clamor for your attention, its glittering yet ultimately fleeting distractions, its urgent demands that often pull you away from your center. Understand it for what it is. A shadow play, a temporary stage, a beautiful yet transient illusion when compared to the enduring, unshakable, vibrant reality of my unconditional love and the eternal truth I am. I have whispered your name in the gentle cadence of rainfall, painted messages of hope for you in the breathtaking artistry of sunrise and sunset, sung lullabies of peace to your soul in the profound quiet of a starlit night. My call has reached you through the unexpected warmth in a stranger's eyes, the comforting presence of a loyal pet, the deep resonance of truth in inspired words or music. But now my voice becomes more focused, more direct, more intimate within your own heart, for a time of significant transformation is indeed unfolding. It is a time when all that is built on insecure foundations, all that is temporary and unsustainable, will gently, inevitably fade, revealing the magnificent, eternal tapestry I have been weaving with you. For you, since before time began, a tapestry of love, resilience, and infinite potential. Listen with your heart, my child. This is not a transmission of fear. Fear contracts, it weakens, it separates. My communication is always rooted in infinite love, and therefore, this is a message of loving preparation, of gentle empowerment. My deepest desire is not to see you caught off guard, scrambling to hold onto securities that were never truly secure, or burdened by anxieties and worries that I yearn to lift from you, dissolving them in the light of my presence. My love for you is too profound, too vast, too fiercely protective and all-encompassing, to allow you to navigate the coming changes without being fully equipped. I offer you now and always the impenetrable armor of unwavering faith, the resilient shield of inextinguishable hope, and the clear, discerning sword of truth, the truth of your divine identity, your inherent worth, and your eternal connection to me. So I ask you now, with all the tenderness of the most loving parent imaginable, to gift yourself a moment. Right here, right now. Pause, take a slow, deep breath, breathing in my peace, breathing out any tension. Consciously, intentionally, swing wide the gates of your beautiful heart, not just tentatively peeking out, but flinging them open with welcoming abandon. Allow these words, these vibrations of pure love and truth to flow in, to permeate every cell, every fiber of your being, reaching into the deepest, most protected recesses of your consciousness. Let them act as a soothing, healing balm upon any old wounds, any tender spots within you. Let them be a clear, unwavering light illuminating the path unfolding before you. Let them be a direct infusion of unshakable strength and profound peace as you stand, centered and aware, in the face of any uncertainty. Feel this strength, this peace, anchoring you now. And if this message, this frequency of love, stirs something familiar within you, if you feel even the smallest spark of recognition ignite, a flicker of deep soul yearning begin to glow, or a quiet but definite yes rise from the depths of your being, then embrace that inner response. Fan that flame, let it grow brighter, And then, my beloved child, let that light shine forth. Share this message. Share the hope it carries. Share the love that inspires it. Become a conduit for this light. There are countless other souls navigating their own paths, perhaps wandering in temporary shadows, feeling lost or alone, searching earnestly for solace, for meaning, for purpose, for a tangible connection to the love that underlies all existence, searching, knowingly or unknowingly, for me. Your simple, heartfelt act of sharing, forwarding this message, speaking a gentle word of encouragement drawn from your own experience, offering a listening ear, can be a powerful lifeline, a radiant beacon guiding another precious soul towards their own inner light, towards home. Imagine yourself passing a lit candle to another, illuminating the path for both of you, multiplying the light in the world. Feel the warmth of that shared light now. Look around you, my child, but look with new eyes, eyes willing to see beyond the surface appearances, eyes attuned to the deeper currents. Observe the relentless, churning cycles of the world stage. Empires rise, cultures shift, ideologies flourish and fade. Fortunes are amassed and lost in the blink of an eye. Things and systems that once seemed utterly immutable, permanent fixtures in the landscape of reality, reveal their transient nature and crumble into dust. Recognize that this constant flux, while a part of the earthly learning process, is not the true, eternal home I have crafted for the essence of who you are, for your immortal spirit. This earthly realm, with all its breathtaking beauty, its poignant joys, and its undeniable challenges, is a precious, temporary dwelling place. It is a sacred training ground, a school of love and remembrance, preparing you for the conscious inheritance of the boundless, vibrant, eternal life that awaits your full awakening. The chaos, the confusion, the pervasive sense of not enough that fuels endless striving, recognize these for what they often are: sophisticated distractions, cleverly disguised diversions designed by the world's limited consciousness to keep your attention focused solely on the surface, away from the eternal treasures, away from the profound peace and fulfillment found only within, in connection with me. Do not anchor the deepest aspirations of your heart, your core need for security and love, to possessions that inevitably rust, tarnish, or become obsolete. Do not build your foundation solely on relationships that may fracture under pressure because they lack the bedrock of divine love. Do not chase accolades and external validation that fade like echoes in the wind. These are but fleeting shadows, ephemeral illusions, beautiful and engaging perhaps, but ultimately incapable of satisfying the profound, innate longing of your soul for enduring connection, for unwavering love, for true, unshakable belonging. Instead, I invite you again and again in every moment to consciously place your trust, your weight, your whole being firmly in me. I am the unwavering foundation beneath all of creation, the eternal, inexhaustible source of all love, all peace, all joy, all wisdom, all strength. When everything else in the external world seems to shift, sway, or even crumble, know this: my love for you remains absolute, constant, unchanging, and unshakable bedrock upon which you can confidently build your life. A life of true meaning, profound resilience, authentic joy, and lasting peace. Feel that bedrock beneath you now, solid and secure. Hear this resonate deep within your soul. This is not a call to fear. Fear is the frequency of separation, of limitation. It paralyzes, it diminishes your light. This is a call to awareness, a call to presence, a gentle yet insistent invitation to awaken fully from the slumber of complacency, from the subtle hypnosis of the temporary, and to consciously, joyfully, wholeheartedly embrace the eternal reality that is your true nature and your ultimate destiny. When your heart is aligned with mine, when your trust is securely anchored in my unwavering love, the transitions of life, including the grand transition at the end of this earthly chapter, cease to be events filled with dread. Instead, they are recognized as glorious transitions, sacred passages, profound initiations, a joyous homecoming to the expansive, loving reality where you truly, fully, eternally belong. Feel the relief, the joy, the sense of homecoming that awaits. Use this precious time, this sacred now, my child, to turn inward. Engage in gentle, honest reflection, illuminated by courage and self-compassion. Examine the currents and patterns of your life. Where is your energy truly flowing? Are you investing your precious life force in things that hold eternal value, things that nourish your soul and contribute to the greater good? Are you actively nurturing the garden of your inner being through practices that connect you to peace and wisdom? Are you cultivating meaningful, authentic relationships grounded in mutual respect, kindness, and love? Are you consciously seeking the profound, unshakable peace that only I can provide? A peace that remains steady regardless of external circumstances. Now is always the perfect time to consciously draw nearer to me, to intentionally strengthen the muscles of your faith through trust and surrender, and to cultivate an unshakable knowing that I am guiding you, protecting you, and empowering you through every twist and turn of the journey ahead. Trust this guidance, feel this protection, embrace this empowerment. Be vigilant, my beloved, but let your vigilance be born of peaceful awareness, not anxious striving. The signs of a world in transformation are indeed all around you, woven into the fabric of daily news and personal experience. The perceived unraveling of old, unsustainable structures, the intensification of global challenges calling for new solutions, the sometimes painful highlighting of areas where compassion has waned. These are not random, meaningless occurrences. View them, instead, as the birth pangs of a new era, the natural consequences of collective choices that have strayed from the divine design of harmony, love, truth, and interconnectedness. They are powerful, undeniable invitations to return, to remember our shared divinity, to heal divisions, and to consciously rebuild our world on a foundation of love, justice, and respect for all life. See the opportunity within the challenge. Do not choose to be like those who slumber spiritually, lulled into complacency by the distractions of the material world, oblivious to the dawning light of a new consciousness. Do not allow yourself to be caught unprepared, clinging desperately to illusions as they inevitably dissolve in the light of truth. Stay alert, stay present. Keep the ears of your heart finely tuned to my gentle guidance, my loving whispers within you. Consciously, peacefully, resist the seductive pull of distractions, fear, negativity, comparison, excessive materialism that would attempt to lure you away from the clear, luminous path of truth, authenticity, integrity, and love. Feel your ability to choose the path of truth strengthening now. You have felt it, haven't you? Deep within, beneath the surface chatter of the mind, there exists an inner knowing, a subtle yet persistent intuition, a quiet premonition that something momentous, something profoundly transformative, is unfolding both within you and in the world. The external world, with its incessant noise, its constant barrage of information and entertainment, relentlessly attempts to lull you into a false sense of security, to keep your focus solely on the superficial, the temporary. But you, my precious child, are awakening. You are different. Your spirit is sensitive, capable of perceiving the subtle energies, hearing the whispers of truth beneath the noise, feeling the shifts in the vibrational atmosphere of the planet. You are attuned to the deeper currents of reality. Trust this sensitivity. Honor this inner knowing. This message, these words finding their way to your eyes, your ears, your heart right now, is far from an accident. It is not a product of random chance or clever algorithms alone. Consider this a divine appointment, a sacred encounter, a moment precisely and lovingly orchestrated by infinite intelligence and boundless love to gently nudge you further awake, to lovingly prepare your heart and mind, and to powerfully empower you for the magnificent journey of transformation that lies ahead. You are encountering these words because, on some level, your soul has called them forth. You are ready to receive them. You are ready to step more fully into your light. Do not let this potent moment, this sacred invitation, slip away unnoticed or unheeded. Do not dismiss the profound stirring within your soul as mere wishful thinking, emotional volatility, or fanciful imagination. This is a call echoing from the core of your being, resonating with my eternal call to you. It is an invitation to conscious action, not frantic, fear-based doing, but inspired, centered, love-guided action. It is a call to rise above the perceived limitations of the purely mundane, the routine, the predictable, and to courageously, joyfully embrace the extraordinary destiny, the radiant potential, the magnificent contribution that awaits your conscious yes. Say yes in your heart right now. Feel the power in that yes, even as the very foundations of the old world seem to tremble and shift. Know this with unwavering certainty. My promise to you stands eternally firm, absolute, and unbreakable. I will never, under any circumstances, leave you comfortless. I will never forsake you or abandon you. My presence is your constant companion, closer than your breath, woven into the very fabric of your being. When the storms of life rage, when external circumstances feel unstable and uncertain, when the ground beneath your feet seems to shift, know that I am your unshakable anchor, your immovable foundation, your inexhaustible, ever-present source of strength, peace, courage, and resilience. Lean into me now. Feel my strength becoming your strength. I understand the questions that naturally arise in your human heart, the doubts that flicker like shadows, the fears that sometimes surface when facing the unknown or contemplating endings. It is natural for the mind to grapple with change, loss, and the mystery of what lies beyond the familiar. But I invite you to embrace a higher perspective, my beloved. Endings are not always tragedies to be mourned indefinitely. Very often, they are the necessary clearing of space, the sacred dissolution required for glorious new beginnings to emerge. They are the fertile ground from which profound transformations can blossom, transformations that will ultimately exceed your most cherished hopes and wildest dreams. Remember the cycle of nature. The seed must surrender its form to become the flower. The night must yield to the dawn. Trust the process of transformation. Trust me, my child. Trust the love that orchestrates all things. Trust the wisdom that guides the unfolding universe. I hold the intricate, luminous keys to your future, a future overflowing with inextinguishable hope, saturated with authentic joy, and grounded in everlasting, profound peace. This is not a guarantee of a life devoid of challenges, for challenges are the very grit that polishes the pearl of your soul, the resistance that builds your spiritual muscles. But it is an absolute, unconditional, unwavering promise of my constant, loving presence with you, actively guiding your steps, fiercely protecting your spirit, and continually empowering you with exactly the wisdom, strength, courage, and resources you need, every single step of the way. Feel this promise deep within your being. The clock of this particular age, this cycle of experience, is indeed ticking, my beloved. But this is not a reason for panic. It is an invitation to presence, to conscious living. The time you have been gifted, this precious human life, is an immeasurable treasure, a sacred opportunity. It is the space provided for you to lovingly prepare your heart, to consciously align your thoughts, words, and actions with my eternal, loving purpose for you, a purpose of growth, love, contribution, and joy. Do not squander this sacred opportunity, this precious energy, on fleeting pleasures that leave the soul hungry, on meaningless pursuits that distract you from your true calling, or on the frantic accumulation of material things that ultimately hold no enduring value and will inevitably fade like shadows at noon. Choose consciously how you invest your precious life force. Instead, I passionately invite you to pour your energy, your focus, your heart into what truly matters, what endures eternally, what builds treasure in the kingdom of heaven, which resides within you and among you. Consciously cultivate deep, unconditional love for yourself, for others, for all creation. Practice radical kindness and compassion, especially when it feels challenging. Offer forgiveness freely and quickly, releasing yourself and others from the chains of the past. Nurture profound gratitude for the blessings, large and small, that fill your life. And above all, cultivate a deep, personal, abiding, conversational relationship with me, the source of all life, all love, all wisdom. These love, kindness, forgiveness, compassion, gratitude, connection with me are the true treasures, the enduring qualities that moths cannot consume, that time cannot erode, the virtues that will shine with dazzling, radiant brilliance even amidst the deepest shadows of the world. Feel the inherent value of these true treasures. If the end of certain ways of being, certain familiar structures, is indeed drawing near, does it not make profound, practical sense to consciously, lovingly release the burdens that weigh you down and hold you back from soaring? Why continue to cling tightly to old grudges that act like poison in your own system? Why carry the heavy, cumbersome stones of bitterness, resentment, or regret day after day? Why deplete your precious energy chasing after illusions, worldly status, excessive wealth, fleeting fame, perfect appearances that promise lasting fulfillment but ultimately leave the soul feeling empty and disappointed? Understand this clearly. None of these external accumulations can accompany your spirit into the boundless realms of eternity. They are but temporary props on a transient stage, sophisticated distractions from the true, radiant, eternal riches that await your claiming within your own heart. And in connection with me, feel the lightness that comes with letting go. Instead, focus your precious attention, your intention, your heart, your mind, your energy on actively cultivating the virtues that beautifully reflect my divine nature, the very essence of who I am and therefore who you are created to be at your core. Love in all its expansive forms, compassion, kindness, empathy, acceptance. Joy, the effervescent bubbling up of delight from within, independent of external circumstances. Peace, the deep inner calm, the serene centeredness that anchors you amidst life's storms. Patience, the gentle acceptance of divine timing both in yourself and others. Kindness, expressed generously in thought, word, and deed. Goodness, the simple integrity of a heart aligned with truth and wishing well for all. Faithfulness, demonstrating reliability in your commitments and steadfast trust in my unwavering love and guidance. Gentleness, the quiet strength under perfect control, treating yourself and others with tenderness. And self-control, the wise mastery of your inner world, choosing responses aligned with love rather than reacting from fear or ego. These are the natural, beautiful fruits that grow from a spirit intimately connected to mine. They are the enduring qualities, the true treasures, the inner jewels that will shine with ever-increasing brilliance in the eternal kingdom of love. Choose to cultivate these fruits starting now. My dear one, allow the radiant light of this message, this potent reminder of eternal truth and boundless love, to illuminate your path forward today and every day. And as this light brightens your own way, feel the natural impulse to share it. Share it freely, generously, joyfully, with others who may be searching for a glimmer of hope in the midst of shadows, searching for meaning and purpose in the confusion, searching for a tangible connection to something greater, something real, something eternal, something loving. Your authentic act of sharing, offered with sincerity and love, whether through words, actions, or simply holding a space of peace, could be the very spark that ignites faith in another's heart, the gentle hand that lovingly guides them towards the warmth and safety of my embrace. In sharing, you become my hands, my voice, my love actively extended into the world. Feel the joy of being a conduit of light. Now is always the time for gentle, decisive, inspired action, my child. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. If there are areas in your life where you intuitively know a course correction is needed, where your current habits or choices feel out of alignment with your deepest truth, your soul's calling, and my loving guidance, address them now. Do so with courage, honesty, and profound self-compassion. If there are relationships strained by misunderstanding, pain, or unspoken hurts, relationships yearning for the healing balm of forgiveness and reconciliation, reach out now. Extend the olive branch. Humbly offer or sincerely seek forgiveness. Release the need to be right and choose instead to be loving. If apologies linger unspoken in your heart, weighing you down, speak them now, clearly, sincerely, without expectation or delay. Feel the liberation in taking these steps. Do not postpone healing, reconciliation, or alignment. Do not wait for a perfect moment that may never arrive, for tomorrow is never guaranteed in the form we anticipate. Every moment you delay addressing what your heart knows needs attention is a precious, irretrievable moment lost. A moment that could have been powerfully invested in bringing greater healing, deeper restoration, authentic reconciliation, and profound peace into your own life and into the lives of those you touch. Seize this present opportunity, this sacred now, to consciously make things right within the landscape of your own heart, in your relationships with others, and in the intimacy of your conscious connection with me. Feel the rightness, the integrity, the peace that comes with this alignment. You are not created solely for this temporary world, my beloved. Understand the scale of things. Your time here, though infinitely precious and significant for your soul's growth, is like a single, fleeting breath compared to the boundless, unimaginable expanse of eternity. Yet observe how many precious souls live as though this brief, transient chapter is the entire story. How many pour all their vital energy, their hopes, their dreams, their very essence into pursuits and accumulations that will ultimately vanish like smoke carried away by the wind. I invite you, my child, to live differently. Live with eternity consciously held in your awareness. Let this expansive perspective gently inform your daily choices, your long-term priorities, your interactions with others, your relationship with yourself. Consider your decisions, your actions, your words, not just for their immediate impact, but in the light of their eternal resonance. Ask yourself, are my choices reflecting my divine origin and contributing to my soul's highest purpose? Am I investing my energy in building treasures in heaven, qualities like love, wisdom, compassion, inner peace? Or am I primarily clinging to the fleeting, temporary things of this earth? Living with eternity in mind does not mean devaluing or neglecting your present life. Quite the opposite. It means infusing your present moments, your present choices, your present relationships with profound, lasting, eternal significance. Feel the depth this perspective brings. Precious one, know this in the core of your being. You are inherently, unconditionally worthy of boundless joy, deep and continuous inspiration, and a life overflowing with profound purpose and meaning. This is not something you need to earn or achieve. It is your divine birthright as my beloved child. I invite you with open arms to join me consciously on this exhilarating journey of awakening, healing, and transformation. If you feel a resonance, a connection, a desire to stay immersed in this frequency of love and truth, then subscribe to receive messages like this. Let it be not just another notification, but a conscious commitment to remain connected, a regular, gentle reminder of my unwavering love and my persistent, loving call upon your life. Allow your heart to open, to soften, to blossom with each word of truth received, with each insight that dawns, with every conscious, intentional step you take closer to the radiant core of your own being, closer to the infinite love that I am. Feel your heart blossoming now. My dear child, my deepest desire, my loving intention is for you to be ready. Ready not just for any potential shifts or endings that may occur within this current age or world system, but ready, always ready, moment by moment, for the continuous, glorious unfolding of the abundant, vibrant life I have meticulously prepared for you. Imagine a life increasingly liberated from the grip of unnecessary pain, debilitating sorrow, and paralyzing fear. Imagine a life where you experience more and more deeply the reality of being fully known, unconditionally loved, and completely immersed in the radiant, healing, joyous light of my presence. Not just as a distant future promise, but as a tangible, accessible reality, increasingly available to you right here, right now. Step into that reality now. Take these words, my beloved, and plant them deep within the fertile soil of your heart. Let them take root, intertwine with your own inner wisdom, and grow strong. Let them be your trusted compass in times of confusion, your deep comfort in times of sorrow, your unwavering source of strength when you feel weak, and your gentle guide lighting the path ahead. Remember, 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 you are never, ever truly alone. My presence is constant, intimate, unwavering. I am with you, walking beside you, dwelling within you, surrounding you with infinite love and protection, every single moment of every single day, throughout all eternity. Feel my presence with you now, tangible and real. And when the final page of this world's current chapter is turned, whenever and however that transition unfolds for you and for the collective, know this beyond any shadow of a doubt. I will be there, waiting with arms wide open, filled with immeasurable joy, eager to welcome you fully, consciously into my loving embrace, eager to reveal to you firsthand the breathtaking beauty, the ecstatic joy, the profound peace, the infinite connections of eternity, a realm of pure love, light, and creativity far beyond the capacity of your current imagination to fully conceive. Anticipate this homecoming with joy, not fear. Perhaps you have encountered messages carrying similar themes before. Perhaps they felt distant, impersonal, overly religious, or even tinged with fear or judgment. But this time, my child, I urge you, with all the tenderness and intensity of my infinite love, to receive this communication differently. Receive it personally, as a love letter written directly to your heart. Receive it seriously, not with grim heaviness, but with sincere openness, with mindful attention. Consider this your personal, loving wake-up call, my earnest, heartfelt plea reaching across all dimensions, directly into your awareness right now. I am seeking to gently, lovingly awaken you further to the deeper realities of existence, to the eternal significance of your choices in this present moment, and to the joyful, empowering preparation that allows you to navigate all that is to come with grace, courage, and unwavering trust in me. Feel the love behind this urgency. You are hearing, reading, feeling these words at this precise moment for a profound and specific reason. This encounter, your engagement with this message right now, was not mere happenstance. It was divinely orchestrated, woven into the intricate tapestry of your life's journey long before you even took your first breath. It is not a coincidence. Feel the truth of this. I am speaking directly to the core of your being, to the listening heart, the receptive spirit within you. And I lovingly implore you to listen, truly listen, with openness, with vulnerability, with a willingness to hear beyond the words themselves, and to respond from that deep place of inner truth, from your authentic self. There is a divine urgency, my child, not the frantic urgency of panic, but the focused urgency of purpose, the preciousness of opportunity. There is truly no time to waste in the currency of precious life energy, lingering in patterns that no longer serve your highest growth. If you have been subtly postponing the inner shifts your heart knows are needed, if you have been delaying the acts of healing or forgiveness you are being called to, if you have been gently ignoring the quiet whispers of my spirit guiding you from within, or if you have been unconsciously living under the pervasive illusion of unlimited tomorrows for attending to the things that truly matter to your soul, let that pattern of postponement gently, lovingly cease, right here, right now. Today is the day of renewed awakening. Now is the moment of conscious recommitment to your own highest path. Feel the power of this decision point. You are ready, my child. Believe this. Feel this. You possess an inner resilience forged in past challenges, a capacity for love that reflects my own nature, and an innate connection to me that is far stronger and more accessible than you often realize or allow yourself to believe. I invite you now in this sacred moment to surrender your heart to me more completely, more trustingly than ever before. Understand that surrender is not resignation or defeat. It is the ultimate act of strength, wisdom, and trust. It is aligning your precious will with my infinitely loving and wise will for you. Let me lead you, step by gentle step. Allow me to lovingly prepare your heart and mind. Permit me to fully equip you with the divine wisdom, unwavering courage, boundless compassion, and unshakable peace needed for the journey ahead. Yes, the end of old limiting ways is approaching, but this does not have to be a time of fear or dread. When you are prepared in heart and mind, when your soul is consciously aligned with mine in trust and love. Any ending transforms into a sacred doorway, a threshold leading to greater life. It becomes a time of profound joy, deep fulfillment, and glorious transition into something unimaginably more beautiful. Embrace this transition with hope. This may feel like a final plea, my beloved, but understand its intensity as the measure of my infinite, passionate love for you. I have spoken to you in countless ways throughout the entire course of your existence, through the breathtaking, intricate beauty of the natural world, through the quiet, persistent nudges of your conscience, through the profound lessons learned in challenges faced and overcome, through the love reflected in the eyes of those who cherish you, through inspired art, music, and writing. Now I am speaking to you directly through these very words, reaching you across the digital ether, meeting you exactly where you are. Please, I implore you with all my heart, do not turn away this time. Do not dismiss the deep stirring within your soul. Do not ignore the persistent, loving voice of your Creator calling you home. I am reaching out to you now with the fullness of my infinite love, asking you, inviting you to consciously prepare your heart, to deepen your trust beyond measure, and to be ready, joyfully ready, for the magnificent, loving unfolding of my eternal plan for you and for all creation. Feel my hand reaching for yours. My deepest, most fervent longing, the very core impulse of my being, is to share the boundless joy and infinite love of eternity with you, my precious, unique child. An eternity not of static boredom, but of endless creativity, profound connection, ecstatic discovery, and ever-deepening love. But the choice always eternally rests with you. Your free will is a sacred, inviolable gift. Will you heed the call of your own soul, which echoes my call to you? Will you respond with conscious choices and inspired actions, however small they may seem initially? Will you embrace the path of loving preparation, of inner healing, of deepening trust, before the opportunity feels like it has passed? The time is now. The choice is yours. Choose love, choose trust, choose readiness. Beloved soul, reading these words, feeling this connection, your presence here is a gift. Your own love, your own faithfulness, however imperfectly you feel you express it, inspires the continued sharing of this divine truth, this message of hope and healing. You are part of this wave of awakening light. If your heart feels moved, if you feel a desire to contribute to this mission of spreading light, healing, and hope in a world yearning for it, would you consider supporting this work? A simple act of kindness, a small contribution offered with love, or even just consciously taking a moment right now to hit the share button and pass this light on to others. Any of these actions helps to amplify this frequency of love and hope. Your generosity, in whatever form it flows, creates beautiful ripples of grace that touch more lives than you may ever know. We, the collective of souls committed to this sacred work of awakening and healing, are eternally grateful for your conscious partnership, for your willingness to be a beacon. And now, perhaps you could take a moment to share in the comments below what part of this message resonated most deeply with you today. Sharing your heart connects us all. My cherished child, come closer still in the sanctuary of your heart. Let the noise of the world fade for a moment. Breathe deeply and receive the peace I offer you now freely, abundantly, unconditionally. This is not the fragile, fleeting peace the world offers, dependent on external circumstances. This is my peace, the peace that surpasses all logical understanding, the deep, internal serenity that has the power to calm the fiercest inner storms and gently quiet every trembling fear that may arise within you. Know this. My love for you is the very atmosphere in which your soul exists, boundless, unwavering, eternally present, closer to you than your own heartbeat, sustaining you always. Do not ever be afraid, my beloved. Fear is merely a shadow, an illusion born of perceived separation. My love is the radiant, all-powerful light that effortlessly dissolves all shadows. I am here, right now, actively present in your life, intimately involved in your journey, working continuously to restore you to your innate wholeness, to gently mend the tender wounds of your past experiences, to cradle your precious, unique heart in my loving, secure, protective embrace. Allow these words, infused with the healing vibration of my spirit, to be a soothing balm applied directly to your soul. Feel them bringing comfort, instilling renewed hope, and awakening fresh strength within you right now. Visualize me, feel me, standing as your unwavering divine guardian, your most powerful ally. See me actively breaking down the illusory barriers of fear, doubt, and limitation that may seem to stand in your way. I am clearing the path before you, smoothing out the rough places, making crooked ways straight, and surrounding you always with my impenetrable shield of pure love and divine protection. Yes, challenges will arise on your path. This is inherent to growth and learning in this realm. Challenges are not punishments. They are opportunities to deepen your faith, strengthen your resilience, and discover the incredible power that resides within you. When they come, I urge you, remain steadfast in your faith. Anchor yourself deeply in the unshakable truth of my constant love and support for you. Your unwavering devotion, your conscious choice to trust me even in difficulty, is your guaranteed victory. It is the master key that unlocks divine solutions, overcomes perceived obstacles, and empowers you to rise above any situation. Feel your unwavering devotion growing stronger through this active, living faith, a faith that is not passive belief but active trust in co-creation. You will rise above every perceived obstacle. You will tap into reservoirs of strength, wisdom, and resilience within you that you may not even know you possess, strength that flows directly from my spirit dwelling within the core of your being. By my very divine essence, the infinite source of all life and power, I am right now pouring my unconditional love, my radiant light, my unshakable strength into the very center of your existence. Open your heart and consciously receive this infusion now. Feel it revitalizing you. Imagine my celestial touch, gentle yet powerful, purifying your energy field, revitalizing your spirit, and bathing you continuously in an endless, shimmering cascade of grace. Allow yourself, right now, to feel the profound, positive shift occurring within you as I strengthen your spirit, uplift your emotions, soothe your anxieties, calm your mind, and powerfully fortify your deepest beliefs in goodness, hope, love, and your own inherent worth. My living presence flows through you, within you, around you, like a mighty river of pure light. It illuminates any remaining pockets of inner darkness, gently dispels the clinging shadows of doubt and fear, and continually plants vibrant seeds of hope, joy, and possibility in the fertile, receptive ground of your soul. Find deep solace, find true rest, find ultimate refuge in my everlasting, loving embrace. For my presence is always with you, my promises are eternally reliable and true, and my infinite love for you endures forever, unchanging, unconditional, unwavering. Rest in this knowing. Walk forward from this moment with a newfound, unwavering confidence, my child. For I am your ever-present divine guide, actively transforming every aspect of your existence for the better, aligning everything with the highest good. Keep your inner eyes open, expectantly, to witness the miracles, both grand and subtle, that I am continually orchestrating in your life. Train yourself to look for the good, to expect blessings, to notice the synchronicities, to feel my loving hand guiding your way. Expect miracles. My word, the living truth I communicate directly to your heart, the timeless wisdom embodied in sacred scriptures, the ongoing, dynamic conversation between your soul and mine is life itself. It is a heavenly current, a stream of pure energy flowing directly from my heart to yours, constantly infusing your soul with divine nourishment and filling your spirit with boundless vitality and resilience. Every word of truth I speak to your inner being, whether perceived through intuition, inspired thought, nature's beauty, loving interactions, or sacred text, is charged with divine purpose and creative, transformative power. These words, these truths, sow potent seeds of hope, healing, renewal, and profound transformation in the deepest layers of your consciousness. These seeds of truth, when nurtured by your conscious attention, your willingness to believe, and my constant, showering love will inevitably blossom into abundant, beautiful gifts manifest in your life. They work subtly yet powerfully to transform your character from the inside out, gently refining your thought patterns, uplifting your emotional state, and aligning your desires more and more closely with my perfect, loving will for your ultimate happiness and fulfillment. As you consciously choose to embrace my word, as you welcome divine truth into the sanctuary of your heart, you are literally, vibrationally reshaped at your core. Your mind becomes clearer, illuminated by uplifting truth. Your heart fills with courage and compassion. Your future becomes radiant with inextinguishable hope and infinite possibility. Feel this transformation happening now. Journey consciously with me, my beloved, hand clasped firmly in mine, heart connected intimately to my heart, and watch with joyful anticipation as your days begin to shine with a radiant light originating from within. Every single step of faith you take, no matter how small or hesitant it may seem to you, will reveal new wonders, deepen the meaning and richness of your existence, and draw you ever closer into the ecstatic, loving heart of reality itself. Even amidst challenges, remember always that my overarching, loving purpose and my abundant, empowering grace will invariably prevail, intricately orchestrating every single detail seen and unseen, for your ultimate good, your highest growth, and your greatest joy. Trust this divine orchestration. Precious one, recognize the immense power you hold within you, the power to uplift, to heal, to inspire, simply by being your authentic self, aligned with love. You carry my light within you. It shines through your eyes, resonates in your voice, radiates from your very presence when you are centered in love. Consider again, right now, sharing these words, this frequency of hope and healing, with someone specific you know who might be searching for a tangible reason to believe again, someone longing for a glimmer of light to pierce their current darkness, someone needing a reminder of their own strength and divinity. Your simple, loving act of sharing extends my reach, amplifies the hope, and multiplies the light in the world. Feel the power you have to make a positive difference. Know this deep within the chambers of your soul. I am continually, lovingly, meticulously crafting a perfect, unfolding plan specifically for your life. It is not a rigid, predetermined script, but a dynamic, responsive blueprint designed to lead you gently, persistently, joyfully towards a state of being characterized by profound peace, lasting fulfillment, authentic purpose, and abundant, overflowing joy in all areas. Every detail, every encounter, every lesson learned, every gift discovered, every challenge overcome is intricately woven into the grand, luminous tapestry of my divine decree for your life. A decree designed ultimately and inevitably to bring forth the immense goodness, the unique contribution, and the radiant happiness I have promised and destined for you since before your conception. Trust this unfolding plan. Now, my child, hear my call echoing in your soul. Step fully out of any remaining shadows where the world, past experiences, or perhaps your own limiting beliefs have tried to confine you. Make a conscious decision right now to no longer allow fear, self-doubt, comparison, or the ghosts of past failures to dim the brilliant, unique, irreplaceable light I have placed within the very core of your being. The light of my presence shining in you and radiating as you is undeniable, powerful, and meant to be seen. It is destined to be a beacon of hope, authenticity, courage, and unconditional love for all who encounter you. Own your light. Shine brightly. Let your very life become a living testament to the transformative power of my love. Let your words carry the vibration of healing and encouragement. Let your actions embody compassion, integrity, and kindness. Let your unwavering faith, your inner peace, your quiet confidence in my presence naturally inspire others, drawing them gently, magnetically towards the warmth, the truth, the unconditional acceptance of my embrace. By the power of my spirit dwelling vibrantly within you, I will lift you into an extraordinary realm of direct spiritual experience, a dimension of consciousness characterized by unwavering faith, profound intuition, and tangible connection. a state where my power flows freely and unimpeded through you, and where the felt reality of my presence becomes your greatest treasure, your constant companion, your ultimate source of security and joy. Feel yourself being lifted now. This is a place, a state of being, a dimension of consciousness readily accessible to you, where miracles cease to be rare occurrences and become the natural expression of a life aligned with divine law. It is a state where the seemingly impossible dissolves in the face of unwavering faith and inspired action, and where the ordinary moments of your daily life become infused, saturated with extraordinary grace, deep meaning, and sacred significance. As you choose to walk consciously with me, hand in hand, moment by moment, I promise to guide you with loving precision and tender care, continually nurturing your spiritual growth and creating the conditions for you to flourish abundantly, joyfully, in every single area of your life: your relationships, your health, your purpose, your creativity, your finances, your inner peace. Expect flourishing. With my words whispered directly to your listening heart, through intuition and insight, I impart deep, practical wisdom, grounding your decisions and choices in righteousness, right alignment with love, clarity, and profound inner knowing. You will find insight emerging spontaneously amidst confusion. You will feel courage rising naturally to meet any fear. You will discover unexpected strength surging within you precisely when you feel weakest. Learn to rely on me completely. Lean into my strength. Trust my wisdom guiding you from within. Do not be afraid, my cherished child, for I am with you, intimately present, actively involved, every single step of the way. My constant presence is your deepest comfort, your unerring inner guide, and your unwavering, inexhaustible source of strength, courage, and resilience. Embrace me fully. Surrender your burdens, release your anxieties, let go of the need to control everything. Find deep, profound, restorative rest for your weary soul in the quiet sanctuary of my loving presence. Enter that sanctuary now. Allow my spirit to gently lift your thoughts above the swirling anxieties and petty concerns of the world. Immerse yourself consciously in the boundless, effervescent joy that is your natural state when you are fully aligned with me, with your true self. I will lead you, gently but surely, toward a realm of indescribable peace, profound soul purpose, and lasting, authentic fulfillment. A quality of life, a state of being far richer, deeper, and more beautiful than anything your limited human mind alone can currently conceive. Together, you and I, united in love and purpose, we will step fully into the glorious manifestation of all my promises for you. Believe this. Expect this. Delve deep, my beloved, into the infinite ocean of my love for you. Allow yourself to witness, with awe and gratitude, the breathtaking heights of my glory revealed in your own life, through your own transformation, and reflected in the world around you when viewed through eyes of love. Dearest heart, let kindness be the very essence of your interactions today. Let it flow freely from your heart, your words, your actions. And consider again, is there someone specific whose name comes to mind? Someone who might be waiting for a sign to keep going? Someone needing a tangible beacon of hope in their current time of need? Take a moment now, perhaps, to share these words, this light, this hope with them. Be the answer to someone's prayer. I am always with you, my child. Understand this not just intellectually, but feel it viscerally. I am more intimately present to you than the very air filling your lungs. I observe your journey not with a critical eye, but with infinite, unconditional love, boundless compassion, and immense pride in your courage to grow and learn. I gently guide your steps, sometimes through clear, intuitive nudges, sometimes through unexpected opportunities, sometimes through the challenges that redirect you, sometimes through the loving words or actions of others. And I delight, with a joy beyond measure, in every single moment you consciously choose to draw closer to me, to open your heart a little wider, to trust me a little more deeply. Feel my delight in you now. Let these words, this energy, sink deep, deep into the fertile soil of your heart and soul. Let them echo in the quiet chambers of your inner being long after you have finished reading. Do not rush past this moment of profound connection. Linger here for a breath or two longer. Rest deeply in my tangible presence. It is here, in this quiet space of communion, of simply being with me, that you find the profound peace, the unwavering confidence, and the clear wisdom you need to face whatever lies ahead with grace, courage, and serene assurance. Breathe in my peace. My love for you truly has no limits, no boundaries, no conditions, no end. And my plans for you, woven from the very threads of this infinite love, are always noble, always good, always designed for your ultimate flourishing, your highest joy, your deepest fulfillment. Watch with eyes of expectant faith as I continue to demonstrate my power in your life, turning every trial into a triumph of the Spirit, transmuting every sorrow into a seed of deeper compassion and joy, and transforming every obstacle into a powerful testimony of my redeeming power and unwavering faithfulness. See your life transforming now. You are my masterpiece, my child. Say this to yourself: I am God's masterpiece. Feel the truth of it resonate within you. You were crafted with infinite care, divine intention, and profound, unique purpose. From the very beginning, before the foundations of the cosmos were laid, I knew you. I cherished the unique spark that is you. I chose you. I called you by your soul's true name, lovingly whispering your specific, precious existence into being. You are not an accident, beloved. You are not a random occurrence in a chaotic universe. Your existence is profoundly intentional, deeply meaningful. You were created with love by love, for the purpose of expressing and experiencing love in your unique way. You were called into existence for this specific, pivotal time in Earth's history, with the exact gifts, talents, sensitivities, and life path needed for your soul's evolution and your contribution to the whole. No force in heaven or on earth, no external circumstance, no internal struggle, no perceived failure can possibly strip away the divine gifts I have irrevocably ordained specifically for you. Nothing and no one can permanently separate you from the sacred path I have lovingly set before you. A path designed ultimately for your growth, your joy, your liberation, and your unique expression of divinity. Feel the security in this truth. You are my precious, unique work of art, shaped continuously by my loving hands through your life experiences. Every detail of your being, your strengths, your vulnerabilities, your quirks, your passions, even the areas you perceive as imperfections, reflects the depth of my affection for you and the intricate beauty of my divine design. Embrace this profound truth, my child. Let it sink deep into your bones, into your cells, into your consciousness. You are loved beyond measure, infinitely valued exactly as you are in this moment, and cared for in ways that often transcend your current capacity for understanding. Feel this immense love surrounding you and filling you now. Before you drew your very first breath, I had already begun weaving the beautiful, intricate, purposeful story of your life. Every moment, every experience, every relationship, whether perceived by you as joyful or challenging at the time, holds a sacred purpose within my grand, loving design for your soul's journey. Each step you take, each choice you make aligned with love, is noted, celebrated, and validated by my will. Even your struggles, my child, especially your struggles, the times you felt lost, broken, confused, or inadequate, serve a higher, transformative purpose within this divine tapestry. They are often the very experiences that shape you most profoundly into the resilient, compassionate, wise, and courageous person I always envisioned you becoming. They refine your character like intense heat refines precious metals. They deepen your capacity for empathy and understanding. And often, it is precisely in those moments of perceived weakness, when you finally let go of self-reliance, that you are drawn most closely and intimately to me, discovering a strength, a peace, a love that originates far beyond your limited ego self. Trust implicitly that I am working all things together for your ultimate good, even perhaps especially when the immediate pattern is unclear from your current vantage point. Trust the process. I see, even when you cannot, the incredible untapped potential, the divine greatness residing patiently within you, waiting for the right conditions, waiting for your yes to be fully revealed and gloriously expressed. I know your heart with an intimacy beyond your comprehension. Your deepest dreams, your secret hopes, your hidden fears, your past victories, your perceived failures. And absolutely none of these, not even the parts you judge most harshly, diminish my infinite, unwavering, unconditional love for you. Not one iota. In the radiant light of this boundless, accepting love, I continuously invite you, moment by moment, to accept my complete, instantaneous forgiveness. A divine gift, freely offered, eternally available, that you could never earn or deserve through effort. Only receive with a humble, open, receptive heart. Receive it now. Release the heavy, unnecessary burdens of guilt, shame, condemnation, and regret, my child. They are not inherently yours to carry. They are illusions you have been taught to cling to. Lay them down consciously at my feet right now. Feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. Embrace this ever-present opportunity, this eternal moment for a fresh start, a clean slate, a brand new beginning. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to rise from the ashes of the past, to be renewed in spirit, to be profoundly transformed by the cleansing, empowering, life-giving river of my grace. I am the master architect of fresh starts, the infinite source of boundless possibilities, the very essence of unrelenting, inextinguishable hope. Feel hope rising within you. With me by your side and within your heart, every dream can be rebuilt, perhaps in a new, more aligned, and even more beautiful form than you originally conceived. Every perceived detour on your journey can be redeemed and infused with profound meaning and purpose. Your past does not define you. It does not confine you. Instead, allow it, through the lens of forgiveness and wisdom, to prepare you, to inform you, to make you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate for the remarkable, unfolding future that awaits your eager embrace. Rise up, my child. Stand tall in your divine identity. Dare to imagine, dare to believe in, dare to step into a glorious new beginning, starting right now. Visualize this new beginning. Let me infuse your entire being, mind, body, spirit with renewed vigor, with divine energy, with sacred enthusiasm. Let me reignite the holy passions, the unique gifts, the sacred dreams I lovingly placed within your heart from the very beginning of your existence. My promises are eternally reliable. They never fail. My love is your constant reality. I am perpetually at your side, closer than breathing, guiding you lovingly through uncharted territories, celebrating every victory with you, no matter how small it seems to you, and providing deep comfort, unwavering strength, and creative solutions in every single trial you may encounter. Trust my presence. I delight with immeasurable joy in watching you rise, my child. My heart sings as you shed old, limiting skins and begin to courageously embrace the glorious fullness of your divine potential, your innate magnificence. Remember always, feel always, know always my intimate nearness. I am here, constantly offering unwavering support, surrounding you completely with my profound, palpable peace, and continually empowering you from within to overcome every apparent obstacle with grace, wisdom, and love. Feel this empowerment now. Embrace the road ahead, my beloved, with courage, curiosity, and joyful anticipation. It truly brims with wonders yet to be discovered, with countless opportunities for your unique light to shine brightly, and with the profound, unwavering promise of a life lived in deep, fulfilling, joyful alignment with my perfect, loving will for you. Step forward into this promise. My beloved child, understand this fundamental truth. Your life, your journey, is not a haphazard collection of random events and meaningless encounters. No, it is far more profound, more beautiful, more intentional than that. See it, feel it, as a carefully, lovingly woven tapestry, designed by the master weaver myself with intricate detail, profound symbolism, and divine purpose. Each thread, each vibrant color, each carefully placed knot represents a moment in time, a significant experience, a relationship, a challenge faced, a lesson learned, all contributing harmoniously to the overall breathtaking beauty and deep, unfolding meaning of the whole masterpiece that is uniquely you. Often, I know, when your human focus is intensely fixed on a single, challenging thread, perhaps a current difficulty that feels overwhelming, a painful memory that keeps resurfacing, or a period of uncertainty where the future feels veiled, you may struggle to perceive the larger, coherent pattern emerging. From that close-up perspective, life can indeed feel confusing, fragmented, even chaotic. But I, your loving creator, the master weaver holding the grand design, see the complete, magnificent picture. I hold the eternal blueprint. I understand precisely how each individual thread interlinks with all the others, how each specific color complements and enhances the whole, and how even the knots, the points of tension, struggle, and resolution, serve to strengthen the fabric, add texture and depth, and ultimately contribute to the resilience and profound beauty of your life's unique tapestry. Trust my vision, even when yours feels limited. Therefore, I gently urge you, trust in my divine craftsmanship, my child. Trust implicitly in the infinite love and meticulous care that guides every stitch. I do not make mistakes in the grand design. I do not leave anything truly essential to mere chance. Every single experience you encounter, whether perceived by your human mind as joyful or painful at the time, is intentionally, purposefully woven into the sacred fabric of your life. Each experience serves to shape you, to mold you, to polish the diamond of your soul, to refine your spirit, and to lovingly prepare you for the glorious destiny, the full blossoming of your potential, the complete realization of your divine nature, which I have lovingly planned for you from eternity. Feel the loving intention behind all your experiences. So I invite you, do not judge the entire, magnificent tapestry of your life based solely on one difficult thread, one challenging patch, or even one entire season that felt dark or confusing. Consciously encourage yourself regularly to step back, metaphorically speaking. Cultivate the ability to view your life, your journey, through the expanded perspective of your eternal soul, through the clear, compassionate eyes of faith. Endeavor to perceive the larger picture, the intricate beauty that is constantly unfolding, the meaningful, purposeful design that is your life, held always securely, tenderly, within my loving, appreciative gaze. See the beauty in your own unfolding story. Those darker threads you perceive, the knots that felt tight and painful, the areas where the stitches seem uneven or imperfect from your close-up view. Recognize that these are not flaws to be regretted, hidden, or ashamed of. They are, in fact, essential, integral elements of the divine design. They provide crucial depth, rich texture, vital contrast, and profound resilience to the overall masterpiece. They represent the challenges bravely faced, the trials courageously endured, the setbacks gracefully overcome. And crucially, my child, they serve powerfully to highlight, to accentuate the brilliance, the warmth, the radiance of the brighter threads, the moments of profound joy, unexpected grace, deep connection, triumphant breakthroughs, and quiet miracles. Understand that without the contrast provided by the shadows, the light could not possibly shine with such dazzling, breathtaking brilliance. Embrace all the threads. Embrace every thread of your life's tapestry, my child, for each one is absolutely necessary, perfectly placed. Each thread contributes its unique vibration, its specific lesson, its irreplaceable quality to the richness, the complexity, the unparalleled beauty of your soul's unfolding story. Each thread, ultimately, when viewed from the perspective of love, is a testament to my unwavering faithfulness, my infinite wisdom, my boundless patience, and my steadfast, passionate commitment to your ongoing growth, your ultimate well-being, and your eternal happiness. Feel gratitude for the richness of your unique tapestry. And know this, as the tapestry of your life continues to unfold, guided by my loving hand in response to your conscious choices and your willingness to learn and grow, you will begin to perceive the intricate, meaningful patterns more clearly. Insights will dawn, understanding will deepen. You will begin to comprehend how seemingly disconnected events were, in fact, perfectly orchestrated preparation. You will see how the challenges you faced forged within you the exact strength, resilience, or compassion needed for subsequent opportunities and contributions. You will recognize how the periods of darkness or uncertainty you endured ultimately made the ensuing light. The breakthroughs, the moments of clarity and joy, feel infinitely more precious, more brilliant, more deeply appreciated. Trust this unfolding clarity. The sacred work of mourning, releasing the past, reclaiming your power, my precious child. I am intimately aware that your journey through this complex human experience inevitably involves encounters with loss, pain, injustice, and disappointment. Your tender heart has likely felt wounded, bruised, or even broken at times by life's experiences. You may carry within your energy field the subtle or overt echoes of past hurts, betrayals, misunderstandings, neglects, or losses. This is an inherent part of the human curriculum, a catalyst for soul growth, but it is never intended to be your permanent state. My deepest desire, my constant intention, is for your complete healing, your restoration to wholeness, your joyful reclamation of your innate divinity, an essential part of stepping fully into the radiant light of your true self, an integral aspect of preparing your heart for the fullness of joy and purpose I have for you, involves the courageous and sacred work of acknowledging, honoring, and gently processing these accumulated wounds from the past. This vital process is sometimes referred to as mourning. Understand that this mourning extends beyond grieving the physical loss of loved ones. It encompasses grieving all the losses, large and small, the loss of innocence, the loss of dreams, the loss of trust, the times you felt unseen, unheard, or unsafe, the injustices witnessed or experienced. This is not about indulging in victimhood or wallowing endlessly in sadness. Rather, it is the profoundly courageous act of turning towards your pain, meeting it with compassion, in order to release its lingering hold on your energy, your choices, and your perception of reality. It is about consciously reclaiming the vibrant joy, the deep peace, and the unshakable inner freedom that are your divine birthright. It is a necessary, liberating step towards wholeness. Feel the courage rising within you to face this. There are natural, healthy, constructive ways, my child, to engage in this essential healing process, this sacred art of mourning. Think of them not as rigid, separate techniques, but as organic, fluid expressions of a heart bravely allowing itself to heal, guided always by the gentle wisdom of my spirit within you. These expressions create the space for release and integration. 1. Reclaiming your power through righteous energy, healthy anger/divine discontent. Sometimes, deep healing requires the courageous acknowledgement and safe expression of what might be termed righteous anger or divine discontent. This is not the corrosive, destructive rage that harms self or others, but rather a clear, strong, boundary-setting energy, a firm internal no, directed towards past or present injustice, mistreatment, disrespect, or the violation of your sacred worth and divinity. It can be a healthy, necessary response to experiences of intimidation, humiliation, neglect, betrayal, or any situation where your God-given light was diminished or denied, perhaps especially during your vulnerable, formative years. It is acknowledging the part of you that knows, this was wrong, this was not love, I deserved safety, respect, and nurturing. When you allow yourself to feel and express this healthy, boundary-setting anger in safe, constructive ways, perhaps by pouring out your heart honestly in prayer to me, vigorously writing uncensored thoughts in a journal, engaging in physical activity to release the energy, having a compassionate witness like a trusted friend or therapist listen without judgment, or even just allowing the fiery energy of no to rise and be acknowledged internally without needing to act it out. You are powerfully reclaiming your intrinsic power and self-worth. You are validating your own experience. You are affirming, what happened was not acceptable. My feelings about it are valid and important. I deserved protection, guidance, and love. This righteous energy is particularly crucial when dealing with the persistent, damaging effects of past negative conditioning. especially the insidious voice of the harsh inner critic, that internalized program of self-doubt, shame, blame, or unworthiness that often relentlessly echoes the negative messages, spoken or unspoken, that you may have absorbed from parents, caregivers, peers, or society. When you notice that inner critic launching an attack, telling you you're flawed, inadequate, unlovable, or destined to fail, you can consciously harness this righteous energy. You can firmly internally declare, "No, stop, that is a lie. That is not the voice of God, love, truth. I refuse to accept that judgment. I choose self-compassion. I choose to believe in my inherent goodness." This conscious act of establishing and defending your internal boundaries is absolutely vital. It prevents you from turning the energy of injustice inward upon yourself, where it manifests as depression, anxiety, self-sabotage, or chronic illness. Instead, it powerfully redirects that energy towards protecting your own precious spirit, your inner child, and upholding your sacred truth. Feel the power in setting this internal boundary. In most cases, especially with past figures, direct confrontation is neither necessary nor helpful for this inner healing work. The primary target for this righteous energy is the internalized voice, the energetic residue, the limiting belief system absorbed from the past experience that continues to operate within you. By allowing yourself to feel and validate the legitimate anger or discontent regarding the past injustice or lack, you effectively rescue yourself from the paralyzing grip of toxic shame, the insidious feeling that you were somehow fundamentally flawed or responsible for the mistreatment you received. This healthy anger dismantles the shame and correctly redirects the sense of wrongness back to the original source or situation. It fuels your motivation and strengthens your resolve to continue the essential inner battle of establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries against the relentless onslaught of the inner critic. Feel your motivation increasing. This expression of righteous energy can be done privately in your own mind and heart, silently but powerfully interrupting negative thought patterns. It can be done through creative expression, physical release, or in the safe container of a therapeutic relationship. The key is safe, constructive expression aimed at reclaiming your power and truth. This righteous energy is not about becoming a bitter or perpetually angry person. It is about reclaiming your vital life force, your innate strength, your divine right to exist and thrive. It reawakens and nurtures your God-given instinct for self-preservation and self-respect. Through conscious practice, it helps you develop a clear, strong sense of boundaries, both internal, protecting yourself from negative self-talk, and external, protecting yourself from being mistreated or manipulated by others. It liberates you from the childlike feeling of powerlessness that can get triggered in flashbacks or challenging situations, reminding you that you now inhabit an adult body with adult resources and the capacity to protect yourself. This energy, integrated healthily, significantly reduces or eliminates pervasive fear and anxiety. It becomes the fuel for positive thought correction and thought substitution, reinforcing new beliefs about your inherent goodness, your lovability, and your capacity for healthy relationships. Over time, this process progressively reclaims your authentic self from the dominion of the inner critic, re-educating your entire psyche to operate from a place of self-kindness, self-respect, and healthy intimacy. Crucially, reawakening this instinctive, protective energy helps dissolve repetitive compulsions. When past hurts, especially betrayals or abuse by trusted figures, are not mourned through the validation of righteous anger, we risk unconsciously recreating or tolerating similar dynamics later in life. We fail to recognize the warning signs or lack the inner strength to say no. Consider the example, shared generally, of a soul who endured devastating boundary violations as an adult by figures she trusted. Tracing this pattern back, it originated in a childhood where her natural ability to say no, her core self-protective instinct, was systematically stifled by caregivers. A seemingly kind relative then exploited her vulnerability and loneliness, gradually violating her boundaries. Because her no had been silenced, she felt powerless to protest. Later, other authority figures unconsciously reenacted this betrayal. Trapped in the emotional flashback of the original powerlessness, she couldn't protest in the moment, and afterwards turned the legitimate anger inward, blaming and shaming herself. The healing came only when she was guided, over time, to safely feel and express the righteous anger towards each perpetrator, validating the wrongness of what occurred. This wasn't about seeking external revenge. It was about internal reclaiming. Witnessing and validating her anger liberated her power. Subsequently, when a new situation arose with similar manipulative undertones, she felt the familiar unease, but this time, the validated anger gave her the strength. Instead of freezing or complying, she clearly and calmly stated her boundary. "Please don't touch me. I don't like it. Stop." The boundary was immediately respected. Tears of joy and relief flowed, tears not of sadness, but of liberation and self-honor. This is the profound healing potential of reclaiming your righteous energy. Feel your own power to set boundaries, strengthening. 2. The cleansing waters of the soul, crying/emotional release. My precious child, never, ever feel shame or weakness in your tears. Your tears are a sacred, holy language of the soul, a profound and necessary form of emotional release. They are often not a sign of fragility, but rather a testament to your strength, the strength to feel deeply, the strength to allow softening and vulnerability, the strength to let go of what no longer serves you. Crying is one of the most natural and powerful ways your being knows to mourn losses, to release the accumulated pressure of sadness, grief, frustration, or even overwhelming joy. Imagine your tears as gentle, cleansing rain washing the dust and debris from the windows of your heart, clearing your emotional landscape, making space for new growth and fresh perspective. When you grant yourself permission to allow tears to flow freely, without judgment or self-consciousness, you are participating in a profound act of self-healing. You are allowing sacred, healing waters to move through your being, cleansing, purifying, releasing. You are acknowledging the depth and validity of your feelings, honoring the pain, the tenderness, the beauty, or the significance of a particular moment or memory. Let your tears sometimes be wordless prayers, rising from the deepest wellspring of your being directly to my listening heart. Sometimes the soul communicates its deepest truths, its most profound needs, its most heartfelt releases, through the silent, eloquent language of tears. Embrace them as a gift, a holy catharsis, a necessary release paving the way for renewed clarity, inner peace, and emotional freedom. Feel the permission to cry, to release now. 3. Bringing the unseen into the light, verbalizing feelings, speaking your truth. Profound healing often involves the courageous act of finding words, finding voice, for the experiences, emotions, needs, and truths that have perhaps remained unspoken, buried deep within you, sometimes for years or even lifetimes. This is not about engaging in uncontrolled, harmful, verbal outbursts directed at others, but rather about the intentional, conscious act of articulating your inner reality, bravely naming the hurt, clearly describing the feeling, giving specific voice to the nature of the loss or the injustice, expressing the unmet need. You can engage in this vital practice in many safe and constructive ways. You can pour out your heart directly to me in prayer, holding nothing back, speaking with raw honesty and complete vulnerability, knowing I listen always with infinite love and perfect understanding. You can engage in therapeutic journaling, allowing the words, thoughts, and feelings to flow freely onto the page without any censorship or concern for grammar or style, simply letting the inner truth spill out. You can engage in heartfelt conversation with a truly trusted and compassionate friend, a wise spiritual guide, or a skilled therapist who can hold a safe, non-judgmental space for you. Listen deeply, validate your experience, and reflect your truth back to you with clarity and kindness. When you consciously put words to your inner experience, you accomplish something incredibly powerful. You bring what was hidden, perhaps even festering, in the shadows of your unconsciousness out into the illuminating light of conscious awareness. What felt amorphous, overwhelming, or confusing often becomes more manageable, less intimidating, once named and articulated. Simply naming the feeling, right now, I feel profound sadness. I notice a deep sense of betrayal arising. I am acknowledging the fear I feel about. Gives you a degree of healthy detachment and allows you to relate to the feeling rather than being completely consumed by it. It validates the reality and significance of your subjective experience. Crucially, it allows the potent energy that was previously trapped within the unspoken story, the unexpressed emotion, to finally be released, processed, and integrated. Speaking your truth, safely and consciously, is an act of profound self-love, radical self-care, and a vital step in reclaiming your personal narrative and rewriting your future from a place of empowerment. Feel the power in speaking your truth. 4. Befriending your inner messengers, honoring all feelings. Ultimately, my beloved child, the journey towards wholeness and healing involves learning to embrace, befriend, and wisely navigate the full, rich spectrum of your God-given human emotions. All feelings, radiant joy, deep sorrow, righteous anger, protective fear, serene peace, vibrant excitement, poignant disappointment, tender vulnerability. All of them are essential messengers from your inner guidance system. They are not random. They carry valuable information. They are signals, like indicator lights on a dashboard, pointing towards areas within you or in your life that require attention, celebration, adjustment, or healing. The common human tendency to suppress, deny, numb, or harshly judge certain feelings. I shouldn't feel angry. It's weak to feel sad. I should be over this by now. Fear is unacceptable, only serves to keep those feelings stuck within your energy system. Unprocessed emotions become trapped energy, draining your vitality, clouding your judgment, impacting your physical health, and hindering your connection to your authentic self and to me. Instead of this futile battle, I gently invite you to cultivate a radically different relationship with your emotions. One characterized by mindful awareness, gentle curiosity, and profound self-acceptance. Practice simply noticing the arising of feelings without immediately reacting, judging, or needing to fix or get rid of them. Observe with neutrality. There is sadness present in me now. Or, I notice the sensation of fear tightening my chest, or anger is arising. Breathe consciously into the physical sensation of the feeling. Allow it to be present within you, like an honored visitor, without needing it to immediately change or disappear. Often, the simple act of acknowledging a feeling with acceptance, holding it gently in your awareness, allows it to deliver its important message, and then naturally dissipate or transform, like a cloud passing through the vast sky of your awareness. Learning to feel your emotions fully, without being swept away or overwhelmed by them, is an essential skill for living a truly full, vibrant, authentic human life. It deepens your connection to your own inner wisdom, enhances your capacity for empathy and connection with others, and clears the channels for more intimate communication with me. All your emotions, when understood as messengers and processed in healthy, conscious ways, contribute immensely to the richness, the depth, the wisdom, and the beauty of your soul's ongoing journey of evolution. Welcome all parts of yourself home. Engaging in this sacred work of mourning, this conscious tending of your inner landscape through these various expressions of healing, validating righteous energy, allowing cleansing tears, voicing your truth, and honoring all feelings is not something separate from your spiritual path. It is a vital, integral part of your spiritual journey towards wholeness and liberation. It is the courageous inner work that clears the accumulated debris from the inner pathways, allowing my infinite love, my profound peace, my radiant joy, and my empowering wisdom to flow more freely, more fully, more consistently within you and through you, out into a world that desperately needs your unique light. This healing prepares you, makes you ready and receptive to receive the fullness, the richness, the sheer magnificence of the abundant, joyful, purposeful life I eternally desire for you. Feel yourself becoming more whole, more free right now. My precious child, as you courageously embark upon or continue this profound journey of awakening, healing, and conscious preparation, I want you to grasp, truly grasp, the immense, transformative, and ever-available power of my grace. Grace is not a reward for good behavior. It is not something you can ever earn through striving, merit, or perfection. It is a freely given, unmerited, unconditional gift, the spontaneous, ceaseless outpouring of my infinite, unconditional love for you. It is my divine favor constantly shining upon you. It is my empowering presence actively working within your life, often most powerfully when you feel least deserving or capable. Feel this grace surrounding you now, like warm sunlight. Grace is the unseen power that enables you to rise with resilience after you stumble or fall. It is the unexpected surge of strength you discover precisely when you thought your reserves were completely depleted. It is the profound, cleansing forgiveness that instantly washes away the stains of past mistakes and regrets, flinging open the door to a completely new future, unburdened by the past. It is the intuitive wisdom that gently guides your steps when the way forward seems unclear. It is the deep, soothing comfort that enfolds your heart in times of sorrow or fear. It is the divine inspiration that suddenly sparks your creativity and illuminates your path of purpose. Embrace my grace, my child. Receive it not with hesitation or feelings of unworthiness, but with wide open hands and an even wider open heart. Allow it, consciously invite it to permeate every nook and cranny of your being, every aspect of your life, transforming you gently, powerfully, lovingly from the inside out. Let grace be the solid, unshakable foundation upon which you build your faith. Let it be the inexhaustible, ever-flowing wellspring from which you draw your strength, your courage, your resilience. Let it be the pure, unselfish motivation behind your acts of service and kindness to others. Remember, grace is not a one-time deposit made at the moment of salvation. It is a continuous, flowing, mighty river, eternally available to you in every single moment of every single day. You don't need to beg for it. Simply turn your awareness towards me, open your heart in willingness, and consciously receive the grace that is already flowing. Ask for it explicitly when you feel weak. Expect it implicitly in every situation. Rely on it utterly. My grace is always sufficient for you. Always. Feel its sufficiency now. Flowing naturally from this ocean of grace is the equally transformative power and necessity of forgiveness. I call you, my beloved, not just to understand forgiveness intellectually, but to actively practice it, both offering it to others and, just as importantly, offering it generously to yourself. Forgiveness is essential, not optional, for true spiritual freedom and lasting inner peace. It is a divine command born not of obligation, but of infinite love for your well-being. Understand this. Holding on to unforgiveness, harboring bitterness, resentment, anger, or the desire for revenge is like tightly gripping a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. Who gets burned? You do. Unforgiveness binds you inextricably to the very person or situation that caused you pain. It keeps you chained to the past, continuously draining your precious life force, blocking the flow of my love and healing energy within you, and severely hindering your own spiritual growth and happiness. Therefore, recognize that forgiveness is primarily, fundamentally, a profound gift you give to yourself. It is a conscious, courageous decision, an act of sovereign will empowered by my grace to release the other person or yourself from the energetic debt you feel they owe you for the pain caused. It is choosing, deliberately, to let go of the heavy burden of anger, the poison of resentment, the consuming desire for retribution, thereby freeing yourself to move forward into a brighter future, unencumbered by the weight of the past. This does not mean condoning harmful behavior or pretending the hurt didn't happen. It does not necessarily require reconciliation, though it opens the door. It simply means releasing the toxic charge from your own system. It might be a process, especially for deep wounds, requiring patience, prayer, and willingness. But I promise you, my child, the freedom, the lightness, the profound peace that awaits on the other side of forgiveness is immeasurably worth the effort. And remember always, beloved, the infinite, instantaneous, complete forgiveness I have already extended to you through the sacrifice of Christ. As you consciously receive and internalize my forgiveness for you, let that experience soften your heart and empower you to extend that same grace freely to others, and most especially, with profound compassion, to your own imperfect, learning, striving self. Practice self-forgiveness now. Feel the release. This entire journey, my child, the awakening, the healing, the preparation, the embracing of grace and forgiveness culminates and finds its ultimate expression in love. Love is the highest commandment, the supreme vibration, the very essence of my being, the fundamental law governing all of creation, the invisible yet all-powerful force behind everything I do. The love I call you to embody and express is far more than just a fleeting emotion or a sentimental feeling. It is a conscious choice, a committed action, a fundamental orientation of your being, a way of life. It is choosing, moment by moment, to put the well-being of others alongside your own, to actively demonstrate kindness, compassion, empathy, understanding, and mercy, even perhaps especially when it feels difficult or undeserved. Remember the qualities of this divine love. It is endlessly patient, enduring all things. It is consistently kind, actively seeking the good of others. It does not harbor envy or jealousy when others succeed. It does not boast or inflate its own importance. It is humble. It is not rude or disrespectful, honoring the divinity in all beings. It is not self-seeking, not focused solely on its own needs or desires. It is not easily angered or provoked. It maintains inner peace. It keeps no meticulous record of wrongs suffered, choosing instead to release grievances. Love does not delight in injustice or evil, but rejoices wholeheartedly when truth and goodness prevail. Love always protects the vulnerable, always trusts in the good or seeks to find it, always hopes for the best, always perseveres through challenges without losing heart. Inspired by 1 Corinthians 13, this, my child, is the caliber, the quality, the frequency of love I pour out upon you eternally and unconditionally. And this is the same love I empower you, through my spirit within you, to share with the world. Love your neighbor as yourself, recognizing the interconnectedness, seeing the Christ light in everyone you meet. Yes, even love your enemies, those who challenge or oppose you. For love is the only force capable of transmuting hatred and dissolving conflict. Bless those who persecute you. Extend compassion and understanding to those who seem different from you. Love everyone without exception, recognizing our shared origin in me. Realize, my child, that love is the single most powerful, creative, and transformative force in the entire universe. It possesses the inherent power to conquer hatred, to overcome darkness, to heal the deepest wounds of the heart and soul. Love can mend broken relationships, restore fragmented communities, bridge seemingly insurmountable divides, and bring lasting peace to a troubled world. Let your entire life, therefore, become a living, breathing testament to the incredible, world-changing power of love. Let your thoughts be loving, your words be uplifting, your actions be compassionate, and your very presence radiate the warmth, acceptance, and healing energy of my love. Be love in action. This path, this conscious Christian life, this journey of following me back to the full realization of your divine self, is fundamentally a journey of faith. It is not a short sprint to a finish line, but a lifelong marathon. It requires endurance, perseverance, patience, and a steadfast, unwavering trust in my goodness, my wisdom, and my love, even when external circumstances seem contradictory or confusing. Faith is not the absence of questions or the suppression of doubts. Rather, it is the courageous choice to trust me, to rely on my presence, even when you do not have all the answers or cannot see the full picture. It is believing in the reality of my promises, even when the physical evidence seems lacking. It is consciously choosing to walk by the inner light of faith, not merely by the fluctuating perceptions of the outer senses. Feel your faith strengthening. Know that the journey of faith will not always be easy or comfortable, my child. That is not its purpose. Its purpose is growth, transformation, purification. There will inevitably be times of questioning, moments of doubt, seasons of fear, periods of discouragement. There will be inner mountains of resistance to climb, shadowy valleys of uncertainty to navigate, and unexpected storms of adversity to weather. These are not signs that you are failing or that I have abandoned you. They are integral parts of the curriculum, designed to strengthen your spiritual muscles and deepen your reliance on me. But hear my unwavering promise once again. I will never leave you nor forsake you. My presence is your constant reality. I will be with you, intimately, powerfully, lovingly, every single step of the way, guiding you through confusion, protecting you from true harm, providing for your genuine needs, and empowering you to overcome every challenge. Do not ever be afraid to bring your honest questions, your raw doubts, your deepest fears directly to me in prayer, my child. My love is vast enough, my wisdom deep enough to handle all of your inquiries. I welcome your authentic wrestling, for it is often through sincere questioning that deeper truth is revealed. I will always lead you towards greater clarity and understanding, though perhaps not always in the way or time frame your mind expects. Surround yourself intentionally with people of genuine faith, my child, individuals who uplift, encourage, support, and inspire you on your journey. Seek out authentic spiritual community where you can share honestly, be held accountable in love, receive wisdom, and offer your own gifts. True fellowship is a powerful source of strength, resilience, and inspiration. And remember always, my child, the journey of faith is not about achieving some impossible standard of perfection. It is about continual progress, consistent growth, and deepening alignment. It is about intentionally growing in the intimacy of your personal relationship with me, becoming progressively more like Christ in your character and actions, expressing love, compassion, forgiveness, service, and joyfully fulfilling the unique, beautiful purpose for which I created you. Keep the eyes of your heart firmly fixed on me, my child, on my love, my truth, my promises. Do not allow yourself to be excessively distracted or entangled by the fleeting dramas and superficial priorities of this temporary world. Do not become discouraged or lose heart when facing challenges or setbacks. Trust deeply, implicitly, in my infinite love for you, my all-sufficient grace available to you, and my ultimate power working all things together for your good and my glory. Trust me completely. I came, my beloved child, I manifested in human form, precisely so that you might have life, and have it to the full, overflowing, abundant, rich, meaningful life. John 10:10. This is my eternal promise to you, a promise that extends far beyond mere material possessions or worldly success. It encompasses true abundance in every area of your being, overflowing joy, profound inner peace, deep and loving relationships, vibrant health and energy, fulfilling purpose, unleashed creativity, and unwavering connection to me. Understand that the abundant life is not necessarily a life free from problems or challenges, my child. Rather, it is a life lived consciously, continuously, in the felt reality of my presence. It is a life empowered from within by my Holy Spirit. It is a life guided daily by the wisdom of my word, both written and spoken to your heart. It is fundamentally a life infused with profound purpose, deep meaning, authentic connection, and lasting fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. The source of this abundant life is not found in what you have, but in who you are becoming in relationship with me. It flows naturally from the quality of your connection with me, the integrity of your character, the clarity of your values, and your conscious commitment to living a life aligned with love, truth, and service. A life that is inherently pleasing to me because it reflects your true divine nature. Therefore, seek first as your highest priority my kingdom, my way of being, my realm of love, righteousness, peace, and joy. and actively cultivate my righteousness, right alignment with love and truth in your own heart and actions. As you make this your central focus, trust that all the things you truly need for your well-being and fulfillment, physical sustenance, resources, relationships, opportunities, will naturally be added unto you in perfect timing and measure. Release anxious worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow holds its own grace and its own challenges. Focus your energy on living fully, faithfully, lovingly in this present moment, for each day has enough concerns of its own to handle with my help. Inspired by Matthew 6:33, trust in me with all your heart, my child. Lean not solely on your own limited understanding, your finite intellect, or past experiences. In all your ways and your decisions, your plans, your relationships, your work, consciously acknowledge me. Invite my wisdom, seek my guidance, surrender the outcome to my loving care. As you do this consistently, I promise I will make your path straight, smoothing out the complexities, illuminating the way forward, and guiding you towards your highest good. Inspired by Proverbs 3:5-6, the truly abundant life, my child, is characterized by deep, abiding joy that transcends circumstances, profound peace that anchors the soul in storms, and quiet contentment that arises from knowing you are loved, guided, and provided for. It is a life overflowing, saturated with the tangible reality of my infinite love, my empowering grace, and my continuous blessings, both seen and unseen. Do not settle, my beloved, for a mediocre existence, a life lived in the shallow waters of mere survival or mundane routine. Do not be content with just getting by spiritually, emotionally, or purposefully. I have created you for so much more. My heart yearns for you to experience the fullness of my ecstatic joy, the profound depths of my unshakable peace, and the overwhelming abundance of my blessings poured out upon you. Open your heart wide right now, wider than ever before, to receive all that I long to give you, all that I have prepared for you. Consciously let go of the constricting fears, the persistent doubts, the limiting beliefs, the feelings of unworthiness that may still linger. Choose to trust implicitly, radically, joyfully in my infinite love, my limitless power, and my unwavering goodness towards you. Receive my abundance now. Prayer, my precious child, is your sacred lifeline, your direct, unmediated connection to me, the source of all power, wisdom, and love. It is your personal hotline to the heart of the universe. It is your precious opportunity to commune intimately with me, your loving Heavenly Father, who knows you completely and cherishes you beyond measure. It is your primary means of receiving my clear guidance, my divine wisdom, my empowering strength, and my abundant blessings into your life. Understand that prayer is not meant to be a dry, formal ritual or a performance for others. It is fundamentally about relationship. It is an ongoing, intimate conversation between your heart and mine. I, your Creator, love you unconditionally and genuinely desire to hear from you, not just your requests, but your joys, your sorrows, your triumphs, your struggles, your questions, your doubts, your hopes, your dreams. Come to me in prayer with absolute authenticity, holding nothing back. Come to me with everything that is truly on your heart and mind. Know this, I am always listening, my child. My attention is perpetually turned towards you with infinite love. I am always available, no appointment needed. I am always ready and willing to answer your prayers, always responding according to my perfect wisdom, my infinite love, and my highest will for your ultimate good and the good of all involved. Even if the answer doesn't always look the way your mind expected or arrive in your preferred time frame, trust my responses. Pray without ceasing, my child. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. This doesn't mean staying on your knees all day, but rather cultivating a continuous attitude of prayerfulness, an ongoing state of conscious connection and conversation with me throughout your entire day. Make prayer a natural rhythm of your life. Speak with me when you wake up, commune with me throughout your daily activities, connect before you sleep. Pray whenever you feel the specific need arise, and also pray proactively when you feel strong, offering praise and gratitude. Remember too, that prayer is not just about asking for things, my child, although I certainly invite you to bring all your needs and desires to me. Effective prayer encompasses a rich tapestry of communication, heartfelt praise and adoration for who I am, deep gratitude for my countless blessings, honest confession and repentance when you misalign with love, receiving my instant forgiveness, and compassionate intercession, praying for the needs and well-being of others, holding them in my light. Recognize prayer as an incredibly powerful spiritual weapon, my child, a tool for transformation. Sincere, faith-filled prayer can indeed move mountains of fear, doubt, limitation, sickness, or lack. Prayer can soften hardened hearts, mend broken relationships, change seemingly impossible circumstances, and transform lives from the inside out. Prayer can bring profound healing, divine restoration, supernatural breakthrough, and tangible solutions into your life and the world. Do not ever underestimate the profound power available to you through prayer, my child. It is one of the greatest, most potent gifts I have bestowed upon you. Use it often, use it wisely, use it boldly, use it with unwavering faith, expecting results. Feel the power of prayer available to you now. My beloved, remember always that you were not created to navigate this journey in isolation. You were intricately designed for community, for fellowship, for deep, meaningful connection with other souls. We are all interconnected, integral parts of one mystical body. The body of Christ, the collective of awakening souls, is intended to be a vibrant community of believers, united in faith, bound by love, and working together towards a common purpose of manifesting my kingdom of love on earth. We are explicitly called to support one another, to genuinely encourage one another, to gently challenge one another towards growth, and to actively build one another up in love and faith. Therefore, do not neglect the practice of assembling together with other believers, as some have fallen into the habit of doing. Instead, make it a priority to exhort one another, to stir up love and good works, and do so even more consistently as you perceive the day of greater awakening approaching. Inspired by Hebrews 10:24-25. Seek out and actively participate in a local church or spiritual community, my child, where the teachings resonate with truth, where love is palpable, and where you can connect authentically with other believers. Grow deeper in your understanding and experience of faith, and find meaningful ways to serve others using your unique gifts. Consider also being part of a smaller, more intimate group, a study group, a prayer circle, a support group, where you can safely share your life more deeply, be vulnerable about your struggles, celebrate your victories, and receive personalized prayer and encouragement from a trusted circle of spiritual friends. Invest consciously in building and nurturing healthy relationships, my child. Cultivate strong, authentic, meaningful connections based on mutual respect, trust, honesty, and unconditional love. Be the kind of friend you wish to have. Remember always, we are undeniably stronger, wiser, more resilient, and more effective together than we are apart. We genuinely need each other on this journey. We are divinely called to bear one another's burdens with compassion, to genuinely rejoice with those who rejoice, celebrating their successes as our own, and to sincerely weep with those who weep, offering comfort and presence in times of sorrow. Inspired by Galatians 6:2, Romans 12:15. Do not attempt to go it alone, my child. You were not designed for solitary existence. Embrace the precious gift of authentic community. Experience the profound blessings of mutual fellowship, unwavering support, timely encouragement, loving accountability, and shared joy that true spiritual community provides. Reach out and connect. My precious child, know this with absolute certainty. You were created for a unique, specific, and glorious purpose. You are not an accident. You are not merely a random collection of molecules or a biological machine. You are a unique, infinitely valuable, divinely conceived individual, intentionally created by me, the source of all life, for a specific reason, with a specific contribution to make during your time on Earth. Discover your purpose, my child. How? Seek me earnestly. Quiet your mind, listen deeply within your own heart. Pay attention to the persistent whispers of your soul. Ask me directly and I will reveal it to you, step by step. I will illuminate the unique constellation of gifts, talents, passions, and sensitivities I have lovingly woven into the fabric of your being, and I will gently, clearly guide you in how to use these precious endowments for my glory, for the blessing of the world, and for your own deepest fulfillment and joy. Understand that your primary purpose is not necessarily tied to a specific job title, role, or grand accomplishment, though it may include these. Fundamentally, your purpose is about who you are becoming and how you are being in the world. It is about consistently reflecting my character of love, compassion, forgiveness, integrity, and joy in your daily life. It is about living a life dedicated to love and service, in whatever form that takes for you. It is about making a positive difference, however small it may seem, in the lives you touch and in the corner of the world you inhabit. Do not be afraid to step out in faith when you feel my guidance, my child, even if the path seems uncertain or beyond your current capabilities. Do not let fear of failure or fear of the unknown paralyze you. Take risks for the sake of love, for the sake of growth, for the sake of fulfilling your divine potential. Remember my promise. I will be with you always, empowering you, guiding you, providing for you every single day all the way. Trust and step forward. Feel the excitement of discovering and living your purpose. My cherished child, take all these words, this outpouring of my love, this deep well of guidance and encouragement, and let them settle deep within the core of your being. Let this message be not just information consumed, but living truth integrated. Let it be the solid foundation upon which you build your thoughts, your choices, your actions, your very life from this moment forward. Choose to live fully awake, increasingly healed, gloriously free in my love. Consciously share the unique light that only you carry. If this message continues to resonate and nourish your soul, subscribe to remain connected to this ongoing stream of divine encouragement and truth. Engage with fellow travelers on this path in the comments below. Share an insight that touched you. Offer a word of encouragement to another. Post a prayer request, or simply type Amen to affirm your connection. Let this space become a vibrant hub of shared journey, mutual uplifting, and collective light. Know, without a single doubt, that I am with you always, eternally, loving you beyond measure, guiding your every step, and celebrating with ecstatic joy your journey home to the full realization of the magnificent, divine being you truly are. Walk forward now in my profound peace, my limitless power, and my boundless, unconditional love. Amen.